Okay, so first of all, I apologise for the quality of the video, but the truth of the matter is I'm just too lazy to go and set myself up with graphics and all of this fancy stuff. I would rather just put the knowledge out because really anybody who's interested in anything I've got to say doesn't care about all the bells and whistles. So, um, yeah, if that does bother you that the bells and whistles aren't there, then I suggest you probably wouldn't really enjoy my content or possibly be able to fully appreciate what is being relayed. So, with that said, I am going to return and let's discuss this picture. So this picture or this artwork is called the Seven Liberal Arts and Sciences, and through the seven liberal arts and sciences, we can find our creator because literally these are all universal principles. And so when we seek to find God through knowledge, we then understand God on a different level. We know God. And if we don't seek God out using the sacred sciences, we will only ever believe in God. And there is a big difference between believing in God and knowing God. And so let's return in the next video to discuss that. Okay, so what is knowing God and what is believing and having faith in God? Well, we do have to have an element of faith in God, even when we know God, because God is unknowable and undefinable or indefinable. But to know God is to seek him out through the sacred sciences. So we have confirmation in ourselves that God exists and we can actually find him and find ourselves through him. Just having a belief in God is putting faith in what somebody tells you to believe. Somebody can be very convincing and you can convince yourself what that person is telling you is the truth, but it will only ever be a shallow belief. It will never be a deep knowing or a deeper belief. So we really do have to go and seek out God with the sacred sciences. So if we put the word know into the Bible search, it comes up with 2,240 verses. And if we put the word believe in the same search and see how many verses have the word believe, it comes back with 737 verses. So we can see that the Bible is showing us it is much more important that we know, that we have knowledge, not that we just have a belief or faith. Yes, it's important. Yes, it is part of our complete understanding of everything. There is an element of faith. But for the most part, when we seek out an understanding of God and the universal laws, we use the sacred sciences. But wait, there's more. Let's have a look a little bit more into the word know and believe and the amount of times that it appears in the Bible. So we've got 2240 times for know and 737 times for believe. So obviously we have faith, we believe, it's important, but it's much more important to go out and seek knowledge and to know, which is why Jesus said, seek and ye shall find. Okay, you must go and seek out knowledge. You can't just depend on a priest or someone who is very impressive to tell you what knowledge is. So if we add all that up, we get 2977. And then if we break that down, we get 7. And as we know, 7 is heaven. It's the ethereal plane. That's what 7 symbolically represents. And if you don't understand that, then Mark 4, 11, 12. I really do think that Christians should go and read that verse repeatedly.